Hope you enjoy listening. My sister-in-law is in confinement. My mother gave her 100,000 yuan to go to a postpartum care center. As a result, she gave her biological mother 20,000 and used the remaining 80,000 to buy a designer bag. After the month of confinement, she rolled around and spent 80,000, saying that my mother did not take care of her after giving birth. She also declared that if my mother did not give her an additional 80,000 every month and buy 500,000 gold for the child, she would divorce her and take the child away, so that my mother would never see my grandchild again. My mother was so angry that she went crazy. She didn't give birth to my son. Whoever gave birth to him should take care of him themselves. She still didn't know what was good for her, and even urged my younger brother to turn against her and wanted to kick us out of the house. In the end, my mother was completely disappointed and tore up the transfer paper in the part where my sister's name was written. Go away, take your husband with you, it's not my child anyway. Before giving birth, my sister-in-law Wang Qian had clearly told my mother that she didn't need postpartum care. She wanted to go to a service center. My mother agreed. Taking care of a woman in confinement is not an easy task, and being a mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, if there is any negligence she will be blamed. It is tiring and useless. Therefore, my mother gave her 100,000 and told her to go to the best center to rest. Unexpectedly, right after giving birth, her biological mother Tran Hongmai packed her bags and went to the hospital. What kind of center is this? 100,000 is too much. What a waste. Give it to your mother. Are you afraid that your mother won't be able to take care of you? Wang Qian felt bad after hearing what her mother said. In the end, she gave her mother 20,000 and used the remaining 80,000 to buy the bag she liked. During her confinement period, Tran Hongmai took care of her. My mother and I occasionally visited her, but every time she came she had a sullen face. As for Tran Hongmai, she was blunt. During her confinement period, don't come too often, to avoid disturbing my daughter's rest. Well, my mother really wants to see her grandchild, but she can only come 3 times in total. Finally, after a month, Wang Tian came out of confinement. My mother excitedly took me to see her first grandchild, but unexpectedly, as soon as she entered the door, she was scolded. Before my mother could even touch the baby, Wang Tian pushed her away. Don't touch my child, your hands are not disinfected, they are dirty. If you pass bacteria to my child and make him sick, can you take responsibility? My mother awkwardly pulled her hand back, hurriedly distributing the charm. She had just washed her hands. But Wang Qian still looked unhappy. What are you doing here? What else are you doing? My mother stood there. Didn't you go into confinement? Mother and Hui Hui came to visit you too. Tran Hongmai immediately hugged the child tightly, not even letting my mother glance at her. Coming to visit your grandchild empty-handed like this, aren't you ashamed? Your eldest grandson didn't give you any gifts? We started to feel uncomfortable, but she continued talking. Grandmothers, aunts, and grandchildren all give you gold bracelets, gold locks, and gold mascots. But what about your family? You only bring your face. During the month of confinement, you guys haven't seen each other. Now that the holiday is over, you're rushing to snatch the baby. How can it be that easy? The more I listen, the angrier I get. My mother clearly said she would buy gold for the baby, but Wang Qian told her to give her cash to buy it herself, to avoid buying the wrong model she doesn't like. My mother prepared 100,000, I also prepared 100,000, we thought that was thoughtful enough. But her demanding tone was unbearable no matter how I tried to explain. My mother was still explaining. I brought the money, Tian can buy whatever she wants. Tran Hongmai was still not satisfied. Money, 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 you guys only know how to use money to chase people away, without any sincerity at all. Are you so good with money? I was so angry not because we didn't come, but because every time we came they sent us back with the excuse that it affected our rest. Now it's time to blame. Wang Tian also joined in. That's right, my mother has been here taking care of me for a whole month. Every day she has to cook, do housework, and take care of the children. She's so tired that she's lost several inches. You guys are so heartless, seeing my mother busy with work but not doing anything to help. My mother lost her voice, about to say something, then stopped. In the end she didn't say anything. Seeing my mother silent, Tran Hongmai became even more impatient. This child was born for your family, why should I take care of it? Wang Tian immediately defended. That's right, it doesn't have my last name Wang. I looked at their poisonous faces and couldn't stand it anymore. My mother had clearly given her 100,000 to go to the postpartum care center. No one forced her mother to take care of her. Now she was complaining about being tired. Seeing that I dared to object, Tran Hung Mai immediately became angry and cried, Tian Tian, listen to what your sister-in-law said. Is it wrong for me to come and take care of you? They didn't do anything but forbade me to do anything. Ha, how funny. If you don't accept the money, I will respect you. But if you take the money, there is nothing to be wronged. Miss, if you accept other people's money, you have to work hard, that's natural. She blushed. I work hard, wake up early and stay up late every day, and only earn 20,000 yuan a month. Isn't that worth it? Of course it's worth it. But don't take the money and then warm yourself up like you're the most disadvantaged person in the world. You're not wrong to take the money, but don't complain all day long about how hard it is. Everyone who works has a hard time. When I said that, Wang Qian was so choked up that she couldn't speak. Her face turned even darker. Zhang Hui, what right do you have to say that about my mother? Your mother didn't take care of me during my confinement period. If my mother didn't come, would you want me to die? You're really exaggerating. Even my mother, who has always been gentle, couldn't take it anymore. Wang Qian, we gave you 100,000. Isn't that enough to get into a high-end postpartum center too? You were the one who called your mother to get that money. Now your mother took the money and you took 80,000 to buy a bag, and yet you turned around and said you were at a disadvantage. Being hit in the heart by my mother's words, Wang Qian was embarrassed and angry, grabbed the teacup on the table and threw it on the ground. I didn't care, I wouldn't let my mother suffer here. Just think about it. All this month you guys have been having fun everywhere, while my mother had to serve me so hard. Just thinking about it makes my heart ache. What right do you, your descendants, have to force my mother to serve you? It's unreasonable. I also find it unreasonable. We've given so much money and you're still blaming us? My mother glanced at me and signaled me to leave. That's right, if someone doesn't like you, why bother trying to keep them? But as soon as I took a step forward, Wang Tian blocked the door. What does this mean? Do you think it's that easy to leave? I really opened my eyes. Or do you intend to keep us here to do the laundry and cook for you? She smiled faintly. I don't need you to do those things, but don't shirk your responsibilities. If you want to raise their eldest grandson, you have to put in the effort. My mother straightened her back and her voice was cold. How much more effort did I have to put in? Ever since she became pregnant, I had bought everything for her. Even the baby's diapers were prepared by me. Have you ever spent a penny? Has your mother ever spent anything on my grandson? Tran Hung Mai hugged her grandson, intentionally covering his face with a blanket so my mother couldn't see. Those petty tricks are obvious. This is the son of the Truong family, so the Truong family should have spent money. I'm telling you, today is the full month. You must leave money to buy gold. Otherwise, don't even think about stepping out the door. After all, it's all about money. We have already prepared enough money. But looking at the mother and daughter's appearance, there was really no mood to give anything more. My mother looked at Wang Qian with cold eyes. How much did she want? Seeing my mother give in, Wang Qian immediately raised her head, her voice full of arrogance. I beg you, son, as the heir to the Zhang family, you cannot be stingy. The money to buy gold must be at least 500,000. You are truly shameless. A little kid, what are you asking for 500,000 gold locks and bracelets for? Isn't it obvious that she wants to keep them for herself? Even my mother was stunned by her greed. In the end she said 100,000. If you want it, take it. If you don't, forget it. As soon as my mother finished speaking, Tran Hung Mai angrily put the baby back on the bed, then pointed at my mother's face. She was really a shameless old woman. My daughter asked for a big grandson for her family, and she wanted to give her 100,000 and that would be the end of it. She probably intended to save the money to hide in her coffin. My mother had never been scolded so badly in her life. When she was a daughter-in-law, her relationship with my grandmother was always harmonious. There had never been any loud arguments. Now being insulted by Tran Hung Mai like that, she was so angry that her lips trembled. I was so angry I gave her money and still got scolded. I immediately stepped in front of her. Who was the shameless one? She was the one with the thick skin. At this age, you still go around extorting money from your in-laws. So what if my mother has money? It's her right to carry it down to the coffin. What does it have to do with you? Tran Hung Mai is the kind of woman who helps. Seeing me standing next to my mother, she raised her hand to hit me. You bitch, I'll forgive your mother but don't ruin you. I'm really laughing. I'm tall and strong. I'm sure an old woman can beat me. I immediately grabbed her wrist and pushed her away with force. Ha! Her body, which was only pretty on the outside, immediately fell to the ground. She took the opportunity to roll around and cry loudly. Tian Tian, what kind of husband did you marry? Your whole family dares to hit your mother-in-law. Get a divorce. Immediately divorce Truong Tan Min, take your grandchild away, so they won't see your face for the rest of their lives. Vong Tian immediately rushed to her mother, crying and pointing at me and cursing. Truong Hu, you troublemaker. My mother already said, women with a sister-in-law cannot marry. Marrying her is a suffering. Sure enough, she really hated me. She couldn't get married, so she was jealous of my happy marriage. While scolding, she called my younger brother Truong Tan Min. Honey, come home quickly. Your sister is going to beat my mother to death. I rolled my eyes. What's the point of beating her to death? I haven't even used half of my strength. Not wanting to spare her anymore, my mother shook her head in disappointment and was about to leave. But Wang Qian jumped out to block her way. You hit my mother and still want to leave? Do you think it's that easy? That's right, Tran Hung Mai was lying on the ground screaming. My salary is broken, definitely broken bones. You guys have to pay compensation. At least 1 million. My mother and I glanced at each other, looking at us like two cheap clowns performing. From the moment we entered the house until now, their mouths were full of money. Using the child to make money. My mother looked at Tran Hung Mai, who was pretending to be in pain. Is her salary broken? So I immediately called the 120 ambulance. I paid all the hospital bills, not a penny less. After saying that, my mother took out her phone and dialed 120. Vong Tian immediately rushed forward and snatched it. Who are you pretending to feel sorry for? I took my mother to the doctor myself. She just obediently gave me the money. She asked for 500,000, 1 million. She thought my family's money was squeezed from a rock. While we were arguing, my brother Truong Tan Min ran into the house, sweating profusely. As soon as he entered, he saw his mother-in-law lying on the ground. Vong Tian's tears were truly worthless. Honey, you must get justice for me and my child. My mother worked hard to take care of me during the month of confinement. But your mother and sister are not grateful. As soon as she arrived, she started scolding my mother. I told her how could she stand it. Truong Tan Min quickly hugged her. Then he turned to me and asked, Sister, did you really hit my mother-in-law? But this little brother only has his wife in his eyes. Whatever Vong Tian says, he believes it. But I can't let others frame me. She was the one who wanted to hit me first, I just pushed her. Vong Tian continued to cry and complain. My mother said her back hurt so much she must have broken a bone. Honey, I asked your mother to pay me 1 million in compensation. And yet she scolded me for being shameless. Really shameless. I don't believe Truong Tan Min didn't see it. But I was wrong. I think too highly of it. It looked at me with raised eyebrows. Sister, you came to my house, attacked my mother-in-law, and even scolded my wife. You were really wrong. Now my mother-in-law is lying on the ground unable to get up. It is only right that you pay some compensation. Van, just take me. I looked at her with wide eyes. Is this really my biological sister? Is it that unreasonable? I secretly looked at my mother. She just kept silent, her face full of disappointment. Tan Min, do you really want me to spend this 1 million? Before she could even open her mouth, Vong Tian had already interrupted. Of course, this 1 million is compensation for my mother. Furthermore, as we just said, buying gold for the child would cost 500,000. Most importantly, from now on you have to give me 80,000 a month to raise the child, which is 960,000 a year, rounded up to 1 million. So, now you have to give me 2.5 million in advance for raising the child for a year. I have seen shameless people, but I have never seen anyone give a bowl like this. Asking for money without blushing or beating fast. My mother was really angry. She stared at Truong Tan Min. Tell me, why should I give you money? I raised you, so I have fulfilled my duty. Your son, whoever gave birth to him should raise him. Don't come looking for me. Vong Tian was so angry that she couldn't stand it. What did she mean? He was already a father, but he wouldn't give me a penny. My mother even came here to take care of me. If she didn't give me some money, she would be too stingy. Tell you if you are stingy with money, I will immediately divorce your son, take my grandson away, so you will never see him again for the rest of your life. My mother laughed coldly. Divorce? Then take Truong Tan Min along, so I don't have to raise another ungrateful child. Anyway, we are no longer mother and daughter. She closed her eyes, holding her last words in her heart. 2. After all, my mother was still too good to Truong Tan Min, still couldn't bear to let him go. Over the years, I know best how my mother has treated Truong Tan Min. Whether it's a son or a daughter, she has never been biased. From money, education to love, she has put all her heart and soul into it, never lacking anything. But today she said something to me, saying that we are no longer mother and daughter. The first person to have their defense line broken down was Zhang Chengming. Mom, what are you talking about? It's only 2.5 million. Do you really want to chase me and the eunuch away? Our family is not poor, we don't lack 2.5 million, why do you have to be so stingy? Ha, I was so angry that I wanted to laugh. What kind of brain does my little brother have? If your family has money, do you have the right to threaten your mother? You say a few 100,000, a few million, but how much money do you earn each month? Have you ever seen you give your mother a few 100,000, 2 million? Before Truong Tan Min could react, Vong Tian immediately turned to attack me. It's her turn to speak up about the Truong family's business? Ridiculous. I was born with the surname Truong, and she dares to say that I have no right to speak. My mother coldly counterattacked. What is your last name? She had no right to speak here, and slapped Zhang Chengming straight across the face. Zhang Chengming, I raised you this long, how dare you speak to me like that? Do you still have any sense of shame? Zhang Chengming was stunned by that slap, but Wang Qian was even more shocked. She still hadn't figured out what her parents and uncle were both dead, but that didn't stop her from going crazy. She stood in front of her husband, her voice harsh. It was useless to hit him. I only asked Truong Hu to move out now, I haven't kicked you out yet, that's giving you face. If you still don't know what's good for you and embarrass yourself, then don't blame me. I'm so angry, where do these two get their confidence from? Without waiting for my mother to speak, I ran straight upstairs, took out the land title and threw it hard on the table in front of them. Look clearly, whose house is this? Whose name is written on the papers? Vong Tian didn't even bother to glance at her, still keeping a defiant expression that made me want to give her a slap on the face. What good would it do if she showed me the land title? In my eyes, I only recognized the marriage certificate between Tan Min and me. I married him, his house is my house. So this villa is of course mine. At first, I thought that if you guys just gave me 2.5 million, plus 1 million living expenses every year, I wouldn't make a big deal out of it. But seeing how stingy you guys were, I couldn't stand it anymore. This villa originally belonged to Tan Min and me, I definitely had to get it back. She took a deep breath, as if she had just finished a speech. School, I give you 1 hour. If you don't move, I'll call security to drag you out. Damn it, she's really arrogant. My mother finally couldn't take it anymore. Her eyes were cold as ice, about to explode. My mother picked up the phone, calmly dialed a number, and turned on the speaker. Hello, Lao Li. Bring someone to clean out apartment 1601, Qingguiwen building. Regardless of the furniture or the people inside, all must be moved out. Yes, Mr. True. The phone just hung up and Vong Tian just woke up. What do you want to do? 1601 is my house. She was about to throw all my things out. My mother remained calm, her tone cold as ice. Aren't you trying to kick my daughter out of the house? So is it fair that I chase you guys away first? Vong Tian shouted like crazy. No, tell them to stop. My mother is still there. You can't chase her away. She seemed to remember something and continued to speak. Humph, my son is still there. He is your eldest grandson. I can't believe you would kick the boy out. Ha, my mother laughed, almost gritting her teeth. The son I raised for 20 years betrayed me. Do you think I would expect a child born from your womb? That's really funny. Go back and see if you lose anything, don't blame me for not telling you. Vong Tian started to panic, his face was about to turn pale. But Truong Tan Min was completely indifferent, slowly lit a cigarette, took a deep breath before speaking. Mom, why do you need to make such a zoombang? Actually, it's very simple. Anyway, in the Truong family now, I'm the only man left. The property will be mine sooner or later. Even if it's 12 to 20 years from now, it won't change. Crazy guy, what you say sounds like the truth. I laughed coldly and said bluntly, Truong Tan Min, it's 2024 now, what era is your mind still in? And you still have the habit of passing on the family line to the male and not the female? This is my mother's house, the property she earned. Who you want to give it to is your right. Even if you want to drive an excavator to plow this house clean, no one has the right to stop you. After hearing what I said, Truong Tan Min suddenly started to give the land. Truong Hu, shut your stinking mouth. I have put up with you for so many years. So what if you are my biological son? If my parents were still alive, if my uncle were still alive in this family, why would it be your turn to speak up? Now it's all good. You only know how to bully me because I'm an orphan, cruelly taking over my company, taking over my property. You are truly crazy, completely unreasonable. My mother could only shake her head. Clearly an ungrateful person, unable to distinguish right from wrong. At that moment, my mother's phone placed a video call from the owner. Mr. True, there is an old lady here holding a child and causing chaos. She said if we touched her things again, she would jump off the building with the baby. Without even guessing, it was Tran Hung Mai. In the video, Tran Hung Mai was holding the baby like a madwoman, screaming, "Whoever dares to touch my stuff, I'll jump right now, I'll see who dares to stop me." Vong Tian was really panicked, immediately pulled Truong Tan Min and ran away. While running, she yelled at my mother, "That bitch is out there. Are you serious? Are you really going to chase my mother away? I'm telling you, if anything happens to my mother, I won't let you off the hook." My mother just snorted coldly and I was a little worried. Mom, what if she really gets agitated? My mother just laughed. The gangs all have hidden anti-theft nets, she can't jump, she's just acting. Oh right, I forgot that my mother designed that house herself. At that time, she had thought about having children in the future, so she covered it with anti-theft nets. My mother still decided to take me along, conveniently taking the land certificate with her. At first, she wanted to put Truong Tan Min's name alone, but he said he was afraid that Vong Tian would be greedy and take over the property, so he put my name on it. Looking back now, it's a good thing he didn't put his name on it. When we arrived, Tran Hung Mai was standing next to the ice. "This is my daughter's house. Who gave you the right to chase me away? How ridiculous. My daughter just gave birth to a grandson for the Truong family. And you guys are so ungrateful?" My mother indifferently pushed the door open and walked in. Her daughter just gave birth to a son for Truong Tan Min. Don't brag about giving birth to a grandson for the Truong family. Tran Hung Mai blushed, pointed at my mother's face and scolded. The old woman was heartless and meaningless. Her daughter-in-law gave birth and was in confinement, but she didn't ask a single question. As soon as she arrived, she fought over the house and property. Is she still worthy of being a human being? My mother sat down on the sofa calmly. You're wrong. I'm not her mother-in-law. Her real mother-in-law, Truong Tan Min's biological mother, has been buried underground for 20 years. Wang Qian, you still don't know about this? Wang Qian's face was blank. What? What? What are you talking about? My mother pointed straight at Zhang Chengming. He's not my son, just my nephew. Wang Qian, if we were to talk about seniority, then you can only call me auntie. Wang Qian glared, not daring to believe it. Impossible, ever since I married into this family. Cheng Ming has always called her mother. But she never said she wasn't his biological mother. Tran Hung Mai also didn't bother to act anymore. Not bringing up the story of the long dance just now. That's right, look at this house. The groom's wedding gift was 660,000. The confinement gift was another 10,000. She also bought everything for the baby one by one. Now you say you are not his mother, aren't you ashamed to say that? If you are not his mother, why are you treating him so well? Yes, why are you so good? It's just because at that time he was really too pitiful. It's just because he is still my biological grandchild. My mother couldn't bear to send him to an orphanage, she once said. A child like that in an orphanage won't be able to live well. Because of that kindness, my mother became Truong Tan Min's mother for 20 years. But unfortunately, all those sacrifices were not rewarded. Seeing that Truong Tan Min did not object, Vong Tian and Tran Hung Mai finally gradually understood. Vong Tian pulled his hand, her voice trembling. Tan Min, tell me, what is this? Are you really not her biological son? Are you really lying to me? So, you are not some rich young master, you are just an orphan. Truong Tan Min, who had been calm all this time, suddenly went crazy when he heard the word orphan. He pushed Wang Qian's hand away and shouted loudly, Who said I was an orphan? I am the only heir of the Zhang family. I am the only man left in this house. So no matter who my parents are, as long as I was born in this house, as long as I have the surname Truong, no one can replace me, especially you, Truong Hu. He looked at me with a fierce, cruel gaze that was terrifying. For the first time in my life, I saw his cruelty so clearly revealed. Just don't even think about taking anything from me. The Zhang family's company and this villa are all mine. How disappointing. Truong Tan Min. He was completely caught up in the vortex of fortune and had no way back. Vang Tian felt more secure when she heard him speak so confidently. She immediately pointed at my mother and spoke provocatively. What gives you the right to chase my mother away? She took good care of me during my confinement period. Where were you? What were you doing? How funny. My mother didn't even bother to give in, she just called Uncle Lai. Uncle Li, come here. Continue cleaning. Throw away everything that can be thrown away for me. Not leaving anything behind for those two ungrateful people. Uncle Lai led the security guards in and started cleaning up. Every item was stuffed into a large trash bag. Cosmetics, daily necessities, even shoes in the closet were all taken away. Wang Qian was going crazy. No, you guys can't throw away my things. I called one of the police. I was going to sue you. My mother didn't say another word. Went straight to Tran Hung Mai's room, opened the wardrobe and saw that it was filled with branded clothes that she had lost. All of them were secretly mixed in by Vang Tian. Too shabby and even dared to steal. I really lost all my face. No wonder my mother's things keep disappearing strangely. Turns out they're all here. My mother said as she called me, Come here, Hugh. This pile of clothes is dirty, throw it away. Without saying a word, I and my mother pulled out all the clothes and threw them straight on the floor. That action was like a knife cutting into Tran Hung Mai's heart. She screamed loudly, threw the baby onto the bed, and rushed forward to grab my mother's hair. I immediately kicked her and got lost. No way to get even an inch closer to my mother. Then I opened the window right in front of her, and I threw all the clothes down, and I saw clearly that below was the swimming pool. No one would swim in this weather. All the clothes fell straight into the water, soaked, and none of them were wearable. Of course, I didn't miss a single thing. My bag, my sandals, they all flew out the window. Tran Hung Mai screamed like she was dying, sitting on the ground unable to get up, not allowed to touch them. They were all mine. It's all mine because it was clearly stolen from my mother, and yet she dared to say it was hers. That shameless old thief. After dealing with Tran Hung Mai's part, I turned around and started throwing away Vang Tian's things. As for her things, there were countless. The most special were the huge gold bracelets, necklaces, rings, and earrings. All of them were given to her by my mother. Wang Qian's face turned pale, she almost collapsed. She knelt down in front of my mother, begging earnestly. Don't throw it. Don't throw it, those things can't be thrown away. Of course not. We are not stupid. Even if we don't want to wear it anymore, we can sell it and get money. My mother calmly gathered everything and put it in my bag. Keep it safe, I'll give these to you from now on. Vang Tian almost fainted and rushed forward to grab them back. But unfortunately the security guard held her tightly and wouldn't let go. She struggled, kicked the field and screamed, refusing to give up. It cannot be taken away. The mother has given it to her daughter-in-law, so she cannot take it back. My mother snorted coldly. I gave it to my daughter-in-law. As for you, you are not my daughter-in-law anymore. So what if I take it back? Finally, she looked straight at Truong Tan Min and called his name. Truong Tan Min. Are you dead? Take it back for me quickly. Vang Tian screamed madly. But Truong Tan Min did not move, just stared at my mother. He opened his mouth, his voice calm to the point of anger. You are my son. When I am old, you will be the one to carry the urn for my ashes. So if you want to take back those little things, then you can take them. As for the house and the company, you must leave them to me. Quickly make a transfer contract and transfer everything to my name. If not, don't blame me for dragging your bones down the drain later. You son of a bitch. I was so mad that I grabbed the phone on the table and smashed it at him. Go away. I'm here, it's your turn to carry the jar for mom. How ridiculous. But he said it very seriously. It can't be you. Letting a mother and daughter like her carry the bones and bury them. Isn't that a disgrace to their family? That's proof that this family has no men, that the family has fallen into disrepair. Who still values their family's legacy? Mom, tell me, who cares anymore? Bang! My mother tried to slap him straight in the face, her hand shaking with anger. Aren't girls human? Only men can be human. So who raised you to be this old? I'm a woman. Didn't you eat my food, wear my clothes, and study with my money? Truong Ton Min, I told you before today, I really thought about dividing the company shares between you and Hugh Hugh. I really consider you as my own child. But now I tell you, you are not worthy. Not even a little bit. She stopped, looking at him, who was now visibly panicked. Then she continued, her voice cutting like a knife on the table. Now I'm not giving you anything. You hear me? Nothing. Better pack up and leave. I kindly remind you, your parents' old house is still habitable, so you don't have to wander around the streets. Truong Ton Min could no longer maintain his initial calm demeanor. He screamed, almost going crazy. Is Mom crazy? Is what Mom did worthy of Uncle? If Uncle were still alive and saw Mom treating me like this, he would beat her to death. Enough! Mom's eyes were red with anger. She walked step by step towards Truong Ton Min. If he were still alive, you wouldn't be acting so arrogant in my house. Do you know why he died? Truong Ton Min paused, unconsciously taking a step back. He knew. He definitely knew. Even though my mother never said anything all these years, he knew it just like I did. If it weren't for your parents arguing all the time, if it weren't for your uncle, he standing up to stop them, if it weren't for your mother going crazy and driving straight into the river, then today you will not live in my house, and your uncle, that man, would not have left so young. I endured the pain of my life to raise you, not for you to turn around and fight over my family's property. Truong Ton Min, get lost now. My mother was truly heartbroken. A deep and desperate pain. Truong Ton Min now no longer had the same arrogant look as before. He staggered back, unable to say a word. But at that moment, Tran Hung Mai suddenly went crazy, grabbed a kitchen knife and rushed straight at my mother. Die. Whoever dares to steal my things, all go die. She didn't have time to touch my mother. The guards were as quick as before and couldn't restrain her. During the struggle, the knife fell straight to her feet. With a thud, blood splattered everywhere. The screams were so piercing and heartbreaking that the guards immediately dragged her out into the hallway and continued to clean up everything in the house. The cleaning ladies were overjoyed, laughing and taking advantage of the amount of discarded items. Seeing that they were all branded goods, the child quickly called the family to help clean up. A few men carried out high-class sofas, laughing heartily. Some people even carried treadmills, TVs worth tens of millions, and even refrigerators, preparing to take them away. Before taking them, they carefully asked my mother, "Can we take them? Will everyone not feel sorry?" My mother calmly nodded. "Just take it. It's all my money. I don't want anything back." Everyone excitedly carried each item away. As for Vong Tian, she was like crazy, hugging each item like protecting a treasure. Everything disappeared. "This is my stuff. Get lost. No one touches my stuff." The cleaning ladies just sneered, seeing her as a crazy person, and continued to quickly put everything into the giant trash bag. They didn't leave anything that could still be used, and finally went into the kitchen to grab all the rice cookers, pans, and spoons. Then they grabbed several boxes of expensive bird's nest and cordyceps. The cleaning lady smiled and left with a full bag of trash. Wang Qian couldn't protect anything, and with her bleeding leg, she sat on the ground crying like an abandoned child. Zhang Chengming was dragged out of the residential area by the security guard, not leaving behind even a trace of dignity. Finally, the house was clean again. My mother held the baby and coldly placed it in Wang Qian's arms. "Go. From now on, there is no more connection." With a bang, the door slammed shut as if cutting off all ties. Of course, Vong Tian was not willing, but my mother did not give her any chance. She changed the lock right there, right in front of her. Uncle Wang led the security guard to stand guard in front of the door, completely extinguishing her intention of returning. Wang Qian was furious, calling Zhang Chengming repeatedly, but now he was still worried about himself. Because not long after, my mother immediately called a company meeting, announced that Zhang Chengming was fired from the position of general manager, not even allowing him to start from a regular employee position. After finishing all that, my mother did not return home immediately. She took me to the cemetery where my father rested. When he died, my father was only 30 years old. Really too young. My mother knelt before the grave, feeling shy. Don't blame me. I did my best. Over the past year, Nan has argued with me and insulted me many times, but I have endured it. I know she is a truong. I used to force myself to endure and raise it like my own child. Unfortunately, its nature was corrupt from the beginning. Now I can't bear it anymore. It has already started chasing Hugh away. If I don't do anything today, tomorrow, both of us will be kicked out of the house. I silently looked at my mother's pained eyes. She was truly heartbroken. She raised a child with all her heart, only to receive betrayal in the end. Who wouldn't feel sorry? But fortunately, my mother came to her senses early. She did not soften, did not hesitate. As for Truong Tan Min, his future path was up to him to choose. This time, consider it a lesson for him to remember for life. Whether he can wake up or not, whether he can change or not, is all up to him. Because in life, no one can live for anyone else. Good or bad, we have to walk on our own 2 feet. We just wait and see where he will go. That's all for now. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Don't forget to like and subscribe to hear more great stories. Goodbye and see you again.